It's about to be a game right here.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Seattle Seahawks and the Miami Dolphins. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. In motion right is Wilson. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Black shot.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing to start here is Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd and 15 now. Tua. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, check that.
Running left is Walker. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. To the right side. And right away, he lost the football. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back.
Here we go.
Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
Drill green.
Now Tua. Catch made right side by Wilson. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Ready. On the ball. Set.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Cedric Wilson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense. You've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And the next-gen stat shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
That's a nice job there. To diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Jalen Waddle from his end zone. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. The slot man in motion right. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And taken at the 46. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Walker now at 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play caller, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. And that is incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Running right, here's Walker. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. A gift for Walker running right. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. On third down, here's Walker. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up fourth down. And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive.
To a hit, and the ball is out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. Recovery and a Seattle touchdown. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Got it.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. Slot man moves right.
Black Ultra. Ready.
Tua now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about the defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back to the air on second down, Tagovailoa. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 75 yards.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Sanders on for the extra point. And this pass is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
He kept putting that fucking man in motion. A little goofy shit.
Sanders now to kick this one away. From the 6. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
On the jump.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Play action. Here's Hurts. Going for the deep ball. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line.
Come on, set.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Yellow.
On first down, Tagovailoa. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Let's go now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Blue check. Ready?
Here's Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Ready.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Black shot.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
62 blaster.
Another carry now for Edmonds. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
On the set.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 2nd and 9. Hurts. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yellow, blue. Needle, blue. Blue striker.
Tua sets up to pass it. Steps away to it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it.
I'm on the game, but I'm trying to get this game over with.
And it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't.
Hold on, baby.
There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
Hold up, baby. Give me 1 sec.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey.
I see you. I'm looking at you. You looking at me? Babe, come on, babe. Look. I see all that. I'm waiting on it tomorrow. I'll be ready for you tomorrow.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So
what'd you say, babe?
Really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
I do. Come on now. I had stuff planned for you. You one got shitty, boo-boo.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And that one drops down.
Love you.
Complete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Okay, right.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Ready?
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Sticking with Walker on second down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 22. 106 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check, contact.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. Wilson's got it complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. Oh, wide open, complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Cedric Wilson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Every time I play fucking zone, somehow somebody gets wide fucking open.
This one taken just inside the 10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The 40. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Seahawks. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They coming off a touchdown drive. The last time they had the ball, that cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tua. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Every time I play fucking
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another catch.
Bet he don't get shit right now.
And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Tua now on first down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
To throw again on second down. Tua. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
134 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back to Walker on first down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Seahawks are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye. He
just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That one complete to Hill. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
6, Madden. Ready?
Now Tua. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. He's got room at the 30. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Tua to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Open man left side is the tight end long. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And again, it's Tagovailoa. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Blue strike.
2 and now, 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded right around the 8. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
The Seahawks send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. 2 and now on 1st down. Caught by Wilson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Ready?
Tua sets up to pass it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
On the set. Red, cycle. Black ultra.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Shot, 17. You, yellow.
To throw again on second down. Tua going right back to Wilson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
22 needle.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one...
Nice set.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game.
We've been running a Herb offense all game. Every time he see me in the zone, he Herb the whole fucking game. So I had to start playing man defense. And then he's doing nothing but short plays to the running back and a tight end.
It'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here we go, here we go. 19 right.
Play action. Here's Hurts. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Cut my team, cut my team.
Hurts. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. Watch out for Hill on the return. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory.
I got to send that pressure to Tagovailoa could throw that bitch far, plus he could run. So I'm trying to keep that pressure on his ass.
Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean,
You've been playing 3 wide receiver all fucking game.
This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run.
So I got to play what I got to play. You've been going 3 wide the whole fucking game.
52 blaster. Smash, red. Steel, black. On the ball.
Tagovailoa.
Same shit. Crossing routes, waiting till somebody bump into each other and fucking throw it.
Brooks in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. That's caught by Wilson, and they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1 and one of our early window games here.
I'm the only one watching.
You're the only one watching? I'm glad you're watching. Who are you? Since you're the only one watching. I'm going to talk to you. Well, have a good night, because I'm about to cut this shit off.
I didn't know you had Jerry Rice.
I that's a creative, not a creative player, a rookie player. I turned his name into Jerry Rice. Bitch, 98 speed. I'll show you right quick. I got a fucking injury. It's just some players I create. Yeah. This right here, Jerry Rice, 5'11". But I made him here a superstar. But look at his speed, 98 speed. That's all.